Hello and welcome back to Might Magic 3 Isles of Terra. So, off screen I did some inventory juggling and now I've given everyone some things also. Really only one shield? Okay. The thing is, there were too many shields in the default party. We don't have quite as many shield users because we have way more magic users. So we have an extra shield that we don't need. Otherwise, I gave everyone some things. Everyone's AC is around 10. Shran actually has an AC of 11, which is more than maximum. I have no idea how that happened. But if it's grey like that, it means it's like boosted by fountains and whatnot. T'Pol has the least AC, but that kind of makes sense because she's a sorcerer. Alright, so other thing that is worth mentioning is that whenever you enter any sort of facility in this game, the time advances by 1 day. That's weird. But yeah, that's what happens in this game. So it's better to not really go into shops that often if you don't need to. Aging actually in this game is 2 for A2. Yeah, aging in this game is actually a bit of a problem. Because it kicks in fairly early. I don't remember exactly when. It may be either at 40, maybe at 30 even. Also, let me lower the volume a bit. Yeah, so that is a bit of a concern. So you probably don't want to enter things too often. And another thing that I need to do right now is go here and, after reading this, ye faithful subjects of King Righteous, deliver the ultimate power orbs to Castle Whiteshield. Although, it's probably supposed to be read as the faithful subjects of King Righteous, because Old English is weird like that. Right, there is a rat. I don't want to deal with the rat. So first things first, there is this place. It's the bank. It's closed because it only opens between 9 AM and 5 PM. Unreasonable banking hours. Now is 8:18, so while this opens, I will just explore things and look at the fountains. Green ooze surges in the fountain's bowl. Throw in a coin? Yes. The coin sinks in the sludge. Yeah, we actually spent a coin. And the coin sinks in the sludge. Nothing interesting in these two fountains. Let's see what's here. Odd jobs. And a stall. We'll get to that a bit later. The call of adventure is a call to roam. Return again by saying home. This is very important. If you see something in a town that has uppercase letters, that means it's a password, and you should remember that. And okay, still have some time. Let's see what's in here. Coin sinks in the sludge. Nothing in these either. How about these ones? Nope. 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 So it looks like there's nothing in the fountains at the moment. Right, the bank just opened. Let's get back to that. Zahab, Keeper of the Gold, sits behind a pile of coins, guarded by the mighty Myron. Welcome to my humble vaults. Can I help you? Yes. So the bank. You can deposit gold and gems. The nice thing about this game is that banks actually give you a percentage of the gold that you put into it. So if I put... oh, no, it doesn't work. So you have to enter it actually very precisely. 2993. And gems. 30. So that's why it's important to put everything you have in the bank as soon as you can. I think it gives you that percentage every week, which means that by just entering the bank... Now it's Force Day. I think there are 10 days each week on Terra, and it's also now 10 AM. So putting everything there is a nice way to get a bit extra money later on. And now I can go here, and let's see. Peggy the Apprentice. Friends, I am no beggar, but I am short 50 gold for materials for me studies. If he helps me, I can give membership to Raven's Guild. Pay? Well, even if I try. Not enough gold in the party. Yeah. But we don't need that anyway. Not yet. So, this is the shop. A stubby warrior stands proudly by a gleaming treasure of weapons, armor, and general goods. Exquisite, yes. Price is good. You browse? Sure. This place has some nice things. Short swords, cutlasses, we already have some of those. Staves, not really that interesting at the moment, because everyone already has a weapon of some sort. Nunchucks, daggers, cudgels, hand axes, and a crystal spear. Huh. There's always one random equipment piece. And in this case it's a crystal sphere. That might actually be pretty good. But I don't want to spend my money on buying things too much, because you get drops from enemies, so might as well just wait until you get those automatically. Padded armor, leather armor, I'm not sure why they even bother putting them twice. I don't think you can buy out a star. Scale armor, shields, and leather scale armor. As you can see, crystal spear, leather scale armor, these are modifiers. This game is interesting in that regard. All the equipment that you can find will have modifiers of some sort. And these modifiers affect how the item reacts. So leather scale armor, for example, will not change anything. It's just like regular scale armor. Crystal, I think, is quite a bit better than regular. Actually, in the clue book, there is all those things written, what all these things do. Yeah, crystal adds +1 to hit, +1 to damage, and +1 to AC. And also adds ×5 to cost. So that's very nice. But, yeah, not right now. In miscellaneous we have helmets, leather gauntlets, leather boots, leather cloaks, torches, ropes and hooks, potions of curings, and sparking coral robes. That's another interesting thing in this game, is that some of the modifiers actually stack with each other. So sparking, that modifier adds 7 electric resistance and 3 electric damage. And you can see why it's so costly. Potion of curing, yeah. I will probably want to buy some more leather cloaks, but like I said, I will do that a bit later. For now, I want to go to inventory. You can sell, fix, and identify. Well, if you have the clue book, there's no real reason to identify. So let's, for now, sell the shield. And that will be all in this place. Now it's 11:36. Alright, so what other places that we can visit in Fountainhead? Yeah, actually, let's go in this place. Temple Greenleaf. Two robed figures stand motionless and silent as a hushed voice escapes from deep within a misting vat. Help you seek? They can heal, they can uncurse you, and you can also do donations, and if you do enough, then you might get some blessings. So that's all those power-ups and whatnot that you can cast yourself too. But it does save you some spell points, so eventually that becomes a good thing to do. Fives Day, yeah. So maybe visiting shops actually doesn't give you much, makes you spend that much time compared to the other places. Training grounds. The ground shakes with thunder of hooves as horsemen practice swordplay in mock cavalry campaigns. The Master-at-Arms yells above the clamor. Do ya seek trainin'? Interesting sound effects in here. It's even stereo in that sense. So we all have no experience, so obviously we cannot train, but it's interesting that we have different experience requirements to train. And Shran, for some reason, will be able to train first. And Paul and Malcolm will get to train last. Yeah, still 5's day. So going to training and not training probably doesn't really take much time either. Right, let's go. Whoa! I was not expecting that. It's a bubble man! And he knocked Paul right out. Let's see, can we cast something? Yes, I can cast First Aid. And she is back to full health. At this level, yeah, everyone has very little hit points. Alright, so you have only light, so you should probably just attack. Hoshi, you can cast Flying Fist. Let's see how that works. And that worked quite nicely. That showed that it's all magic attack. That's pretty cool. Very few monsters have resistance to that. That's why it makes sense to have a cleric be an offensive spellcaster. Okay, attack Shran. You can also just attack. So if you hear whoop, that means it's a mess. And you also see on screen what kind of elemental or if it was physical damage that you caused. And probably on your party as well. Okay, what can you do? You can use an elemental arrow. I know they are acid resistance. Actually, I can chuck a bit. In the clue book, there is a nice list of all the enemies that you can run into. Bubbleman has 15 HP, no AC, 15 speed, 750 experience, 1 attacks for 1 to 6 damage, has a magical ranged attack, and that is why they are dangerous. Bubble men are a vile spark of life that springs from the green ooze that permeates Fountainhead and Curse. Bubble men are completely resistant to acid attacks. So, Elemental Arrow, you don't want to cast acid. But fire, cold, electricity should all work, so cold makes more sense in my opinion. And there we go. Bubble Man is no more. And this is the Raven's Guild, but it's only open during the night. So in this game, the day and night cycle plays much more of an importance. As you can see, shops are only open at specific hours. Another thing is that your spells wear out only when night transitions to day. And that means that you probably don't want to cast your buffs at night. Better to wait until it's day again. Another interesting thing about this game is that, as you could see previously, you could have also hirelings. Unlike in Might and Magic 2, Gates to Another World, you cannot have hirelings as regular part of your party anymore, because they actually take gold on every morning as well. Unless, of course, they're dead or eradicated. So that means that the best way to do that is to actually treat hirelings as hirelings and only take them to certain dungeons that are harder, and thus that way only have to pay them less. Because if you're just roaming around the town, there's no reason to drag your hirelings along. Okay, this place might have something. Noxious fumes force you back! Oh dear! Oh dear! Now in this game you can actually fire arrows. But I wonder, I don't think any of my spellcasters actually can cast anything that affects more than one monster at the moment. Oh dear. 6, 3, 5. Well, we do have quite a bit of healing, so... Now it's a choice whether I want to charge or if I want to cast something from far away. Probably best to cast something and they will get something, well, go into melee range on the next turn anyway. So I guess I'll cast an Elemental Arrow, again of cold. And Shran is down. Alright, so one Bubble Man is hurt, the other ones are still at full health. Cast another Elemental Arrow. Oh dear! If someone goes down below a certain number of hit points, they become dead. Well, that's a problem. Attack. Well, let's cast Flying Fist again. Attack. Right. Actually, what's our status? Yeah, -4 hit points. I think it's like dependent on your stats. Okay, Flux, you need to heal yourself first. So cast on yourself. Good. And yeah, only one spell point, so actually... Let's see... Who else needs it? Shran. Let's cast First Aid on Shran. And now... Hoshi. One thing that is a bit of a regression, well, depends on how you look at it, from the second game is that you don't get to see the exact hit point counts. You only get to see jumps. Green means full, yellow means not full, blue means 0 or below, and white means more than full, if you go visit a fountain or something. Right, one is down. Alright, heal yourself. Everyone's fine. And yeah, might as well heal. Alright, well, everyone got some experience out of that. Yeah. But now I need to go heal T'Pol. Hopefully that will not cost me too much. Temples are... oh dear. Temples are open at every time of the day, as far as I know. But yeah, you have to be very careful not to have anyone fall that low. In terms of hit points, okay, well let's have 110. And of course after this I will have to go rest. Also, I don't remember if temples in this game restore hit points or not. I mean, restore spell points. They might not. Yeah, they don't. Okay. In later games, temples will also restore that, which is actually quite useful. Okay, so I think it's time to rest. Well, let's save first. It's nice how you can save everywhere. Actually, one thing I don't know about what the delay does. So if I put this on 9, it only affects battles, I bet. Because I have tried on the other places and it doesn't seem to do much. And here we go, rest complete. Hit points and spell points restored, 6 food consumed. And we still have enough for 4 days. 84 food. Alright, so let's go finish exploring this place. This fountain is evil. Okay, I see enemies through the door there. Right, where have I not explored just yet? There are more fountains here, but they probably also only have ooze. Oh, there's something here. Oh yeah, the tower. The owner of the Lonely Hearth wipes ale off the countertop as drunken adventurers stagger around the room. Have a seat, travelers. Can I get you anything? So there's drink, there's food, there's tip, and there's rumors. The fortune teller outside the town walls gives wise counsel to all. Alright. Orc gruel, made from ingredients that are best left untold. A full pack will last 5 days before going bad. That is, worse than it already is. Liter packs for 10 gold? Nah. We're still quite good with food. So you can drink, you can tip. No, have a drink. Okay, so have a drink, good stuff. And then you can tip. Visit the arena from any mirror portal. Again, uppercase means that it's a password. So that's actually a good thing. The arena in this game is quite important. And very useful too. Okay, well... let's go over... what's... oh, yes, yes. This. I don't think you can unlock doors, except if when you go near the door you get a prompt to try and unlock it. You have to bash doors down, and on low experience and low level that's a bit of a problem, because it takes out from your HP pool. Oh yeah, T'Pol only has 4 HP, even though 16 endurance. That's what you get if you are an sorcerer. Yeah, very good, but still. Well, I don't want to go into the portal just yet, even though visiting the arena would be something to do. Okay, there are monsters here. I still want to see what this guy tells us. Cypher the Chartmaker. Cypher looks up from a table littered with scrolls and ink bottles. Would you like me to show you the ways of map-making for 25 gold? No, we already know that. Thanks to... Phlox, I think? No, thanks to T'Pol, yeah. Sorcerers already know that. Odd jobs. This is an interesting place. Ergon, the Taskmaster. Much work could you do in a week? 50 gold is the wage. Labor for me, you will? So you can spend a week to get 50 gold. This is actually a way to not just get 50 gold, but to get all those extras from the bank without having to walk around in circles and such. And actually, if I go check this, yeah, this shows you how much gold you do have in the bank. But actually, I wonder, is there anything that costs more than, or costs any gems? No. Alright. Well, there is one thing I want to do right now before I end the video. So you can see something interesting, like there's this thing. If you go near it, this guy starts swinging the arm around. That's another very interesting thing about this game and the way the HUD is set up. Some of the HUD elements are actually important. This guy will tell you if there is any secret door, if you have anyone who has the ability to detect secret doors. This person, the gargoyle here, will flap its wings if you have levitation on, and maybe if you have water walk on. The gems here show you protection from elemental damage. So if you cast protection from elements and you use certain elemental types, these will light up to green. Then in this game, these guys do nothing, but in later games they will become clairvoyants, and so they will tell you whether or not you want to do something. Like, if these worked here, in that fountain where you get an ambush, they would shake their heads, so you wouldn't do that. Alright, well, so since there is a secret door, and I cannot go further, that means I need to bash the wall open. Really? Instant KO? That's stupid. But okay, these are moose rats. Moose rat. Oh dear, 40 HP, 4 AC, 16 speed, 1200 experience, 2 attacks for 2 to 16 damage, no ranged attack, only physical. Moose rats are extremely large rodents, more moose than rat. These rats are mildly resistant to the elemental forms of damage. Well, this is a bit of a problem. So, first aid on Shran, get back up. Okay, attack. Cast Flying Fist. Attack. Attack. Oh dear, we might actually lose this. Okay, attack, fist, attack, first aid on Malcolm, attack. Oh no, we're out of spell points. So you need to cast first aid. Actually, on who? On yourself, very much. Yeah, we might be in over our heads here. Alright, out of spell points. Oh no! Yeah, we're done for, because nobody can heal now. Well, that's what happens when you die. Well, not that it mattered much, because you can save quite often. So, that will be that, and I will see you all in the next video, which, by the way, will be actually about paper dolls, because I have made paper dolls for each of our regular cast, and it's on the third Hero Machine version. So, I'll see you all then. Later.